One is a powerhouse built like a bodybuilder. The other, a high-energy athlete with legendary toughness. But here's the real question: which one would win in a showdown? American Bullies and American Pitbull Terriers might look similar, but don't be fooled. These dogs have completely different personalities, strengths, and even histories. Think you know which one is stronger, smarter, more protective? Think again. Today we're putting the American Bully and the American Pitbull Terrier head-to-head in the ultimate breed showdown, and trust me, what you're about to learn will surprise you. Before we jump in, welcome to Smarty Paws. If you love learning about incredible dog breeds, hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. And let's settle this once and for all. Which breed do you think is better? Drop your answer in the comments below. Now let's get into it. 1. Origins, the secret behind their different personalities. You might think these two breeds share the same history, but that couldn't be further from the truth. The American Pitbull Terrier, bred in the 1800s from bulldogs and terriers, these dogs were warriors. Originally used in bull baiting and later as farm dogs, they're tough, athletic, and incredibly determined. But here's where it gets interesting. The American Bully? A modern breed, developed in the 1980s and 1990s. Think of it as the pit bull's muscular cousin, only stockier, calmer, and bred more for companionship than competition. So while pit bulls are lean, athletic, and energetic, bullies are stocky, muscular, and more easygoing. One was bred for power, the other for performance. But which one actually comes out on top? Second strength showdown. Who packs more power? All right, let's talk brute force. American Bullies look like absolute tanks. Short, wide, and muscular, with thick necks and jaws that could probably crush a coconut. Their low center of gravity makes them insanely strong. But don't underestimate the pit bull's power. Pit bulls are pound for pound one of the strongest dogs in the world. They might not be as stocky, but their muscular endurance, grip strength, and agility make them unstoppable in a test of raw athleticism. So who's stronger? In terms of brute force, the American Bully wins. In terms of endurance and explosive power, the American Pitbull Terrier dominates. So if you're looking for a weightlifting champ, go for the Bully. But if you want an all-around athlete, the Pitbull takes the crown. But here's something most people get totally wrong. 3. Who's more aggressive? The truth might shock you. If you've ever heard someone say, pit bulls and bullies are aggressive, stop right there, because the truth? Neither of these breeds are naturally aggressive. American Pitbull Terriers are incredibly loyal and affectionate with humans. They were bred to be people-friendly, even if they were used in fighting rings. A well-trained pit bull is loving, obedient, and highly intelligent. American Bullies? Even softer. These dogs were bred as companion dogs, meaning they're even less likely to be aggressive. In fact, most bullies are total couch potatoes who just want belly rubs all day. The real problem? Bad owners. A pit bull or a bully raised poorly, abused, or not socialized can become dangerous, just like any large, powerful breed. So if you're looking for a guard dog, one of these breeds has a secret advantage. 4. Who's the better guard dog? If you're looking for a dog that will protect your home, you might assume the American Bully is better. After all, it looks scarier. But here's the reality. Pit bulls make better guard dogs. Why? Because they're naturally more alert, more reactive, and more territorial. They were bred for hard work, meaning they're constantly watching, listening, and assessing threats. American Bullies? They can be good guard dogs, but they're more chill. Unless specifically trained for protection, most bullies are too friendly to be reliable protectors. So if you want a dog that will alert you the second something feels off, go for the pit bull. But if you want a massive dog that looks intimidating without being overly reactive, the bully is a solid choice. But what about family life? Which breed is actually better with kids? 5. Who's the best family dog? All right, let's get real. Which one is better for a family? Both breeds are incredibly affectionate, but they interact with families in different ways. Pit bulls, energetic, playful, and high drive. If you've got active kids who love to run around, a pit bull will keep them entertained for hours. But if not trained properly, they can be overwhelming for small children. American Bullies? Chill, loving, and incredibly patient. They're more laid back, making them better for families with younger kids who need a dog that won't be bouncing off the walls 24/7. The takeaway? Got an active lifestyle? Get a pit bull. Want a calmer, more relaxed family dog? Get a bully. But there's one huge difference between these breeds that most people completely ignore. 6. Who's healthier and lives longer? All right, let's talk longevity. Which breed sticks around longer? Here's the deal. Both dogs are generally healthy, but there are some big differences when it comes to lifespan. Pit bulls are leaner, more athletic, and genetically closer to their working dog ancestors. That means they have fewer structural issues and often live between 12 to 16 years. Bullies, on the other hand, have more extreme muscle mass and wider builds, which can lead to joint problems, heart issues, and breathing difficulties. Their lifespan is shorter, typically around 8 to 12 years. And here's the kicker. Bigger American bullies like extra large or double extra large bullies often have even shorter lifespans due to their size-related health risks. So if you're looking for a dog that's built for the long run, the American Pitbull Terrier takes this round. 7. Who's smarter and easier to train? Alright, here's where things get interesting. Who's got the brains? Both breeds are highly intelligent, but their learning styles are very different. Pit bulls are sharp, eager to please, and incredibly driven. They were bred to work alongside humans, meaning they thrive on mental challenges, structured training, and active engagement. Bullies are smart but more relaxed. They'll learn quickly, but only if they feel like it. Unlike pit bulls, who are always looking for the next command, bullies tend to be a little more stubborn and independent. So if you want a dog that's highly trainable and responsive, the pit bull wins. But if you want a dog that's smart but less demanding, a bully is a solid pick. 8. The truth about their bite force. Alright, let's talk about something people always get wrong: bite force. You've probably seen those wild claims floating around like, pit bulls have a bite force of 2,000 psi? Spoiler alert, that's total nonsense. The real numbers? An American Pit Bull Terrier has a bite force of around 235 to 250 psi. The American Bully is slightly stronger, measuring in at about 300 to 315 psi. For comparison, a wolf bites at 400 psi, and a crocodile? That's a whopping 3,700 psi. So yes, both dogs have strong jaws, but they're nowhere near the so-called lock-jawed monsters people make them out to be. And here's the key: neither breed is naturally aggressive. A well-raised bully or pit bull will never bite out of aggression. But a neglected, abused, or untrained dog? That's a different story. So don't believe the myths. It's not about bite force, it's about training. 9. The pit bull ban: why some countries outlaw this breed. Did you know that in several countries around the world, pit bulls are completely banned? That's right. In places like the UK, Australia, and parts of Canada, owning a pit bull is illegal. But why? Many governments argue that pit bulls are dangerous due to their past in dogfighting rings. They claim that poor training, neglect, and irresponsible ownership make pit bulls a risk to public safety. But here's the controversial part. Statistics show that breed bans don't actually reduce dog attacks. In fact, many experts argue that banning specific breeds punishes responsible owners while ignoring the real problem: bad training and irresponsible breeding. Meanwhile, American bullies? They're not banned anywhere. So, what do you think? Should pit bull bans be lifted, or do these laws make sense? Drop your thoughts in the comments. 10. Which breed is more expensive? Okay, let's talk money. Who's going to cost you more? American Pitbull Terriers are relatively affordable. Since they're not a designer breed, adoption fees or breeder prices are usually lower, anywhere from $500 to $2,000 depending on bloodline. American bullies, get ready to spend. These dogs have been selectively bred for size, muscle, and specific looks, meaning high-quality bullies can cost anywhere from $2,000 to over $10,000. But that's just the purchase price. Let's talk long-term costs. Food. Bullies eat way more than pit bulls. Their muscle mass requires serious fuel. Vet bills. Bullies tend to have more health issues, meaning higher medical costs over their lifetime. Training and equipment. Both dogs need good training, but bullies may need more specialized care due to their size. So if you're looking for a budget-friendly powerhouse, go for a pit bull. But if you're okay with spending big for a massive, muscular companion, the bully is your breed. 11. Which one is right for you? Alright, we've broken down everything, but which breed is actually the right fit for you? Pick the American Pitbull Terrier if you want. A high-energy, athletic dog that thrives on exercise. A loyal, intelligent companion that's easy to train. A leaner, longer-living breed with fewer health issues. Pick the American Bully if you want. A stocky, muscular, and laid-back dog that's more relaxed. A family-friendly, affectionate companion with less intensity. A breed that looks intimidating but is actually a gentle giant. Bottom line, both breeds are incredible, but it all comes down to your lifestyle. Pit bulls and bullies aren't for the average owner. They require commitment, proper training, and responsible ownership. But if you do it right, you'll have one of the most loyal, loving, and powerful companions on the planet. Now here's the real question. Which breed do you think is the winner? Are you Team Pitbull or Team Bully? Drop a comment below. And if you love learning about the world's most fascinating dog breeds, make sure to subscribe, because we've got more incredible canine content coming your way. This is Smarty Paws, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.